The Bhagavad Gita, Chapter 12. In Chapter 12, Lord Krishna tells about the worship of a personal God having form and attributes, and also about worship of Brahma, the Absolute, who is without form and attributes, and the fruit of such worship. He also describes the various devotees of his chapter. Arjun asks Lord Krishna, Lord, those devotees who with full faith and devotion worship your manifest form, and others who worship that unmanifest, formless, imperishable Brahm without attributes, which of them is better versed in yoga? Lord Krishna replies, Parth, those who apply their minds to my manifest form and worship me with utmost faith and devotion, these I consider to be better versed in yoga. Those who, fully controlling all their senses, continuously, without distraction, with single pointed concentration, and with full faith and devotion, worship the unmanifest Brahm, who is beyond the mind and the intellect, who is all pervading, who is indescribable, and who is always the same, who is permanent, immovable, formless, and the same in all situations, they too, like the others, attain to me only. But the difficulties of those who worship the unmanifest is much, much greater, because the goal of the unmanifest is very hard to attain for the embodied. Those people who offer up all their actions to me, the manifest Lord with attributes, and who, constantly meditating on me, worship me with full faith and devotion, who always concentrate all their thoughts on me, I quickly release them from this finite and limited world which is defined by death. Therefore, Path, concentrate your mind and your intellect and surrender them both to me only. After that, without doubt, you shall attain me. If you are unable to concentrate your mind and your intellect and are unable to surrender them to me, then adopt the method of practice, of abhyas, to control your mind and your intellect to reach me. If you are unable to do this, then make serving me, make service to me as your supreme goal, and work only for me. Working only for me, you shall attain liberation. If you are unable to do even this, then controlling your mind and your intellect, come to me, come to my refuge, and give up the rewards, give up the fruits of all your actions. Knowledge is better than abhyas or practice. Meditation with knowledge is better than just knowledge, and even better than such meditation is the relinquishing of, is the giving up of all the fruit of all the rewards of action, because with such relinquishment, with such giving up, peace and tranquility comes immediately. The person who hates no one, who loves all selflessly, who is compassionate, who is free from ego and attachment, who remains the same in sorrow and in happiness, who is patient, who is always satisfied, who keeps himself along with his mind and his senses under control, who is of firm resolve, who is of firm determination, and who has fully surrendered both his mind and his intellect to me, such a devotee of mine is very dear to me. One who is not the cause of sorrow for anyone, and who is not bewildered by another's sorrow, who is not afraid of the world, and whom the world does not fear, such a devotee of mine is dear to me. One who does not expect anything from anyone, who is pure inside and out, who is skilled in action, who is free from worries, and who makes no effort to get any reward of any action of his, such a devotee of mine is dear to me. One who is neither pleased nor displeased, who neither hates nor desires, who has given up both good and bad actions, and who worships me thus, such devotee of mine is dear to me. One who remains the same among friends and foes, in honor and in dishonor, in heat and in cold, in sorrow and in happiness, in praise and in blame, who remains unaffected in all situations, who is free from attachment, who has controlled his words and his speech, and who is satisfied with whatever comes his way, who has no attachment for any place of residence, and whose intellect is stable, such devotee of mine is dear to me. But those devotees are the dearest to me who, with full faith, making me as their supreme goal, join fully with me and completely follow the eternal knowledge and wisdom as stated by me above. End of chapter 12. Om Shanti 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 Om.